Alrighty, hey there. Good afternoon and welcome to Bladehelm's Duskering. I am Bladehelm and I am Duskering. Today I decided to turn the old camera on and give you guys a look because I'm talking to the background. I hate that. That's disgusting. Stop that. Oh, okay. So anyway, look at the size of this space station. It's really big. So 39 rooms altogether. I have the ship surveyor upgrade for my ship, so immediately I saw the whole layout of this place. And wow, what a big ship. Or space station, rather. So only my fourth or fifth time exploring space stations, so I've had really bad luck with getting transporters. So finally got one. I feel like I got a really good combination of things going on. Let me just take you around the horn here. We got... oh, by the way, this is Duskers. This is an alpha game. It's alpha version 0.25. And it's a really sweet game. It's on Steam. It's like $20 right now. Or if you live in England, it's actually they pay you, because that's how cheap games are in other countries. Not like Australia where it's really expensive. Anyway, so up here, if you take a look at the top of the screen here, I got reroute power, ship surveyor, remote power, and transporter. I've never seen anything more than 4 upgrades. I don't know if later on I'll find something that might have 5 or 6. But so far, if you have 4, these are the best ones. And there's only one other upgrade, which is the long-range scanner, which for me, I haven't been able to survive long enough to need a long-range scanner. It seems kind of useless for me. So this is the best combination, and it's all 4 of the good ones and ignoring the crappy one. Over here are my drones. I got Haley, number 1. That's my scout. I recently removed motion because it was about to break and I don't have any extra scrap to spend on fixing it. But I figure sensors, shield, gatherer is good, especially when you consider, when I skip ahead to number 4 down here, that I have Holly has a probe and an interface. The probe is amazing because you can upgrade the probe itself to make it not only stealth but to be more powerful, to have more hit points. It's stealth, and I've never seen anything attack it yet, so I think you should probably only upgrade to stealth and not bother upgrading the hit points, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't ever seem to get hit now that it can be stealthy, and the stealth doesn't actually seem to wear off. So what's cool is I'm going to drop the probe in there first and have that do a lot of the heavy lifting as far as exploring goes. And it also scans the rooms, so it finds all of the scrap. It's pretty cool. The probe is one of the best things I've found so far. So Holly does probing and interfacing. Then we have Tommy up here. He's my generator. He also has a shield. Shield is for the goo or the slime or whatever that green crap is. Sometimes that shit can just sneak up on him, and so I want him to be protected from that. I generally try to keep my generator guy cordoned off so that nobody else can get in there and screw with him. But sometimes that doesn't work, especially with that slime shit can just sneak under doors and whatnot. And then I got Mouse, who's my toe, and my pry. 1, 2, and 3 have all been upgraded for speed. 4 has not. 4 was new, and I haven't had a chance to do that upgrade yet. But I should, because it's actually pretty cheap, and it really does make the guys go noticeably faster. So anyway, I haven't actually done anything, so this mission is sort of still on halt and pause. So we're going to jump right in and get ready to go. My first move is going to be... I'm going to make this a little bit bigger for you guys. Easier to read like that. There you go. First I'm going to teleport, or transport rather, my guy with the probe, number 4, Holly, to R2. I'm going to drop a probe, and then I'm going to transport him right back to the lander, or the boarding craft. Boop. Uh-oh. Something didn't work. Alright, so the little happy face, he's my probe. It's my new favorite upgrade. Look at him cruise around. And he is like the enemies. It looks like he will just roam from room to room, which is cool because this guy gives you a good idea of what's happening with most of the way that the enemies move. So now I can tell that there's power in there, so I'm going to go ahead and use my remote power to activate the juice in that room. There we go. The probe cannot search for life forms. It only scans the room, so it can tell you all the devices that are in the room, as well as any kind of scrap or disabled drones. But it can't tell you if there's life forms in there. So you still have to go in and do some exploring. We're going to do that right now. We're going to transport 1, our main go-to drone, Haley, and 4, because 4's got the interface, and there's going to be an interface right there in room 2 over here, so we can activate that right away. And in fact, I think we'll do that right after we transport. So we transport 1 and 4 to R2. What the hell? Yeah. Transport 1, 4 to R2. Then we're going to activate the interface. Both beam in. 4 goes right to work. Oh, this is nice, actually. My last space station that I explored had no airlocks. So I had no way to deal with any bad guys that I encountered. I had defenses, but they're really separate. It's really hard to hurt them all the way across the station to the... Oh, already? That sucks. My camera's out at number 1. Oh, there it goes. Just like that. Look at this is my little probe. It's like a little pill. It just rolls around. It's one of my favorite things about this game is when you see the things sort of just roaming around on themselves, by themselves. Alright, drop a sensor in here. Close that one up. Oh, yeah, see, right away. Oh, let's check the status. I forgot to do that. Infestation types detected, number just 1. Just that one kind, huh? Well, oh, cool. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to turn on the defenses. And in this room down here, we've actually already killed 1 enemy. So I know it's not the swarming enemies. So that's pretty good, because that means I don't have to worry about the vents. If the swarming enemies are not the enemies, there's only 1 kind of enemy in this ship. So whatever that one was, I don't think it was the swarming, because it said I only killed 1 enemy. Usually if they're the swarming type, it says that you killed 20 enemies. So let's open up this D69, this door here, let whatever's in here into the kill zone. And it should say just 1 enemy this time. Same message. Come on, get out of there. I know it's scary because you heard gunfire in there, but you're a monster or a mindless security drone, so go to work. Come on, shoot, get out of there. Let's go. Let's go already. Boom, there we go. Cool. So that means those 3 rooms are safe. Alright, let's do this. D31. Let's clear this room too. So we're going to open this door. Anything will go in here, we'll see it. And then it'll immediately travel into this room and get murdered by these guns. Oh. Hey, is that what up, Uncle? Is that right now? Hello? Are you watching it right now? Oh, I actually got something in the chat, and I can't tell if that's from right now. Oh, wow! Cool. How does it look? I can't tell. Can you see it, or is it all shitty? Oh, okay. Got some guns in there. Hi, kitty. But, I mean, what's the video quality like? Is it at all viewable? Yeah, so the premise of the game is that this is like the distant future and some sort of something has fucked everything up, as is always the case. And so I'm amongst the last living people traveling from derelict spaceship to derelict space station and salvaging enough materials to hopefully move along to the next derelict thing that I'm going to salvage. So the way the game works is that I control these drones, and I can control them from this overhead view by telling them commands, or I can control them directly by commanding them, sort of driving them around this way. And then, so there's a bit of a lag, but I just got that message, so interesting. Cool. Thank you for helping me experiment with this. I haven't actually had a lot of viewers. It doesn't tell me that my little indicator says I still have 0 viewers. Alright, so what I'm doing is I'm systematically exploring this space station. And one of the ideas of this game is it takes the aesthetic from like Alien, the first Alien especially, because think about it, it takes place super in the future. There's spaceships and people work in space, and there's robots that look exactly like people, but yet they still have to type commands into a keyboard. So that's kind of the idea of this game. It's sort of retro, futuristic. So instead of being able to do a keyboard command, just a simple button press to get your guy to do something, you have to tell him to do something. So this little probe that's driving around, I want to pick him up. So what I got to do is take control of this drone here, drone 4, and hold on, I got to make sure it's safety 75. Type the door number to open it, and then drive in here. And when I want to pick that thing up, I actually have to type pick up. So catch him. He'll come back. So type pick up. Boop. I picked him up. I can drive him around like that, or I can type navigate 4 to R2, and he'll go back all by himself. So that's pretty much the game. Oops, close all. Alright. Yeah, I really like it. And it's a roguelike, so it's a game that it's randomly generated. You can't save, and if you die, you lose everything, and you have to start over from scratch. So yeah, these little things that I'm picking up here are called scrap. It's, the currency. You can use it to buy upgrades or repair broken things. And that's another thing in this game, is things just break. They just stop working. Which is how it would be, everything's crumbling and all these, derelict spaceships, things just don't work. If you're asking how many hours I have in the whole game, I've played like 70, 75 hours. In this particular run, maybe 3, maybe 2. It's hard to say. So you see these sort of blue antenna things are sensors that I'm able to drop from this particular drone, and those scan for motion. So again, sort of taking the idea from Aliens, you know, the motion detector. And if you look over here on the right side, I don't know if you can see my mouse. Can you see my mouse cursor? If you can, anyway, in the top right corner, these ones represent each of the drones, and the 1, 2, and 3 are each of the upgrades they have on them, and these are just different abilities that each of the drones have. So if you figure a drone is like an R2 unit, but it only has so many slots where you can plug useful tools in. What's cool is you can swap these out. You can have some in reserve, and you can trade them out within a mission. So right now I have all the useful ones that you could need, so any of the 4 drones can do anything that I need them to do. Alright, so that room seems pretty clear. I got to talking and now I forgot what I was doing. Alright, so where have I gone? I'm going to open D68 here so I can see. So what I'm doing is opening the door to D68, this door here. If there's anything in R27, they'll move into here. And I'll know that because this motion detector will go off. Oh, so drone 1 and 4 are currently on board the station. And then down here, this thing is so big you can't even see my boarding craft. But down here in the very right or left corner is my boarding craft, and that's where drones 2 and 3 are, Tommy and Mouse. Now, this is a space station, so you actually have to transport Star Trek style onto the space station. With spaceships, you can dock with them and drive manually around the spaceships, but this one you actually have to teleport to, which creates its own drama because you can only transport into specific rooms that have transporter signal or whatever you call them, receivers. So if you transport in, sometimes those receivers just stop working, and then now you have to find a new way out. And another way that this game likes to screw with you is that your upgrades, your tools to use all your jobs, they will eventually stop working. And so it's like, they just, hey, let me make a game that's really hard, and then when you think you know what you're doing, we'll just kick you right in the balls. Alrighty. Oh, there's a gun in here too. Cool. Oh, but we're not. Yeah. So, one of the fun things about this game is the ways that you can accidentally kill yourself. And 2 of the good ways are throwing your guys out of an airlock or killing them with your own machine guns. So I almost did that. So I'm going to drive my 4 and 1. They're going to go back to room 30. Is speed... Well, yes, because the longer you play the game, the more you explore, the older the spaceships are that you're encountering, and they are actively falling apart. So if you see, I'm going to type status down here. It'll tell me that I'm on a derelict spaceship. It's a defense space station. The hull integrity is medium. The age is 234 years, so it's volatile. So it is falling apart, and as you're playing, rooms will stop working. In fact, it's already happened. This door up here, door 15, has stopped working. I can't go through that door anymore. And then rooms will start to fill with radiation while you're on the station, and that can screw you up too. So yeah, time is a factor, but the levels are not timed per se. Also, sometimes you'll get caught in an asteroid shower, which may or may not impact the rooms that your droids are occupying. Sometimes it takes a second for the, Oh, oops. Okay, I didn't have to activate the interface. There we go. And then we will... let's scan the ship again. Cool. Yeah, the asteroids will strike the room that you're in, and it might slowly fill with radiation, or it might just become radiated immediately, and the radiation will destroy your drones very quickly. Everything that can hurt your drones hurts them very quickly, and can kill them very, very quickly. Drone 4, Holly, is interface, so Holly can, any of these blue terminals here, she can interface with, and I can perform various functions. I can turn the defense turrets on and off, and I can do ship scans. Oh, that's weird. Were you able to skip back forward to it? Like can you seek ahead back to that point? It's cool. I've got oh, I'm hearing some weird sounds. Got these two turrets on here, these two orange turrets. If any bad guys enter the room, they will immediately be murdered. I can see with the status that I actually only have one kind of bad guy, and they're called leapers. They're not instantly fatal, but if you guys are low on health, then they can kill you. They can be. I think we've waited long enough. I think we're good. Turn the defenses off. I'd rather tell you about accidentally killing yourself than demonstrate it. Yeah. So you see that the station is green, the little interface is green. If I move too far away from it, it'll go back to blue, indicating that it's there but I can't use it, or that it's not active. So I can interface now. And then it tells you the things you can do with the interface. You can ship scan, you can do the defense. Also, up here are my ship upgrades. Those letters might be a little too small to read, but my ship that I'm on can actually do some things to help the little adventurers. I got the transporter, I got a ship surveyor, which tells me the whole layout of the ship. If you don't have that, then you're blindly exploring. You don't know what's in what room. You don't know what the shape of the ship is, or how big it is, or how many rooms. I can remotely power the station. Normally you would have to have a drone to provide power here. These little lightning bolt stations. And I have, oh yeah, that's it, ship surveyor, and reroute power. So right now, this little lightning bolt, I have that powered, and the green rooms are where the station has power. that's arbitrary. That's set up by the system, but I can use that power and route it any way I like if I don't like the way it has it laid out. So it can give you a lot of options for if you only have a limited way of generating power. All right. So it's just a matter of systematically exploring one room to another. I'm gonna let a probe out. I'm gonna probe. So this is pretty neat, right? Huh? Technology. Yeah. It's exactly like Minesweeper. I mean, Minesweeper in a way is kind of like a roguelike. It's different every time you play, and you only get one life. I never thought of it like in that term, but it is definitely a roguelike. Well, all the old-fashioned video games were that way. You couldn't save Pac-Man. You got 3 tries and that was it. So when the grid pattern appears on the floor, it means that I've scanned it. And scanning in this context just means I know what equipment is in the room and if there's any scrap in the room. It doesn't tell me if there's any enemies in the room. So that little guy just sort of gives me the lay of the land. Little happy face robot. This thing is going to take a long time to explore. It's also really peaceful too. The game, it's got its own like kind of zen quality to it. Yeah. So the enemies follow basically the same sort of AI behavior that this probe is doing. They continuously move through open doors. And so far I've encountered 4 kinds of enemies. There are robotic sentry drones that patrol and shoot you with machine guns. There's these alien monster things called leapers, which they just do that. They pounce on your thing and do a lot of damage right away. There's these swarms of creatures that will attack and destroy your drone, just like a big cloud of monsters. I'm not sure if they're monsters or like a cloud of flying robots. Not sure how those work. And they can actually come up through vents in the floor, which can really screw you. And then there's this sort of blob-like stuff that can ooze under doors. And they don't show up necessarily on the motion detectors. So fun, all sorts of fun. So yeah, you can blow them out of airlocks or you can shoot them in the rooms with the machine guns. Ho ho ho. Now I have a machine gun. Good. I can still have no video for drone 1. Huh. Okay, so close all the doors. Ah! Of course. Duh. I just said I don't have any video for drone 1, but I am a dum-dum. Let's see. Yeah. Ooh, you know what I haven't tried? Let me see something. Can I do this? Can I... First, let me make sure everybody's safe. Can I activate the defense in just one room? Defense R27. No, that turns them all on. So that doesn't work. This would be nice if I could hang out in that other room, but I cannot. So let's do this. Oh, okay, I caught something. Alright, and then we will just murder it. There we go. Beep, beep. It's dead. There we go. And now I know that little pocket there, that little tiny room is safe. So... He's got a shield, and I like the shield makes him like Dalek-shaped from above. So yeah, now I'm opening these doors here, so if there's anything in this room here, it'll flow through into these two rooms, and then I can just have the machine guns murder it. In fact, I can just turn those on right now. Yeah, it'd be a fun mod to just make them all look like Daleks when you looked at them from above. They totally move like Daleks. I think we can count that room as safe. Let's turn off the defenses. I suppose that's a defensive wound. Oh yeah, here's the corpse of the thing that I just killed recently. There's a couple of them in here. They're just sort of vague shapes. Because the idea is this is not even you're not even seeing a camera. It's like almost like a radar view of the rooms that they're in. Alright, so open D6 and see if there's anything in that room 8 there. Oh, wow. How does that work? How do people mod for Xbox? Do they write the mods on a computer and then... How does that work, I wonder? Stand by. Please, stand by. Back on. Alright, sorry about that. Sorry about that, everybody. Alright, looks like there's nobody in R8, so we're gonna go for broke. I think with the shield, we can survive at least one leaper attack. And we're fast enough that I think we can get away from any leapers. go, so I think it might be time to bring in one of my power guys. Gonna have to make sure that room R16 is clear. Let's just double check. Just make doubly sure that this one is clear. We're just sitting here on the bench, just awaiting. I love it. I've lost a video signal for Drone 3. I haven't even used Drone 3 for this mission yet. Alrighty. I've lost my connection to the chat. I am pretty excited about Fallout 4, except I'm worried that I just don't have the stamina for that style of game anymore. The cool thing about this game is that you really can drop in and drop out. Each mission is so, you know, self-contained. But with Fallout, with Fallout New Vegas, I stopped playing for a while, and then I picked it back up, and I found like I couldn't figure out where I was, and I couldn't remember how to do the controls, and like the story thread had completely lost, and so I started over, and then, you know, it didn't have the same oomph it had before. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. Oh, well, where the hell am I supposed to... Down there? So the transporter receiver signal in the room where I started is now dead, this little red icon here. Which means in order to board the station, I now need to transport into this room. The chat is down. Oh no, I can't. My computer isn't strong enough to broadcast video and show me the video, so I have to be in the chat on my phone. Okay. Yeah, and I don't even know if that room is safe. so I got Brian too. That sucks. Well, alright, well, no guts, no glory, right? Alright, well, let's do it this way. Let's cut a path down there to 63. Or, yes, right, Alonzi. Or Geronimo, if you prefer. I don't know why you would prefer Geronimo to Alonzi, but... Alright, D62, D68, D66. Let's pick that probe back up. Right. Be like, shut up. I want to collect this droid, or the probe rather, because they are not free. You only get a small amount of them. Pick it up. Yay, thank you. Alright, so we're going to go down to 20. There we go. And let's see if there's anything in room 26. A lot of this game is just sitting and waiting patiently. You have to be very patient and methodical. Oh, good. No, in fact, the only way to have power is to either use the remote power, which, or rather, the only way to get power is through these power inlets. So if you see in here, this is one here that's powered. And there's another one over here that's orange. This one isn't powered. So I can turn the power off to R2. And then I can turn it on to R16. And vice versa. Or I can use a drone. My drone number 2, Tommy, has a generator. He can go sit on this thing and cause power to happen, but he has to stay right next to it, just like the interface. Speaking of which, make sure 4 is connected to the interface. Nothing worse than trying to turn on the guns and it's like, we can't turn on your guns because there's nobody at the interface, man. boy. Just waiting to see if there's anything. In fact, I can see here that room 29, there's a door open in there to room 32, so I might be able to get a 2-for-1 room clearance on this one here. Right, I'm just going to do it. The shield is giving me a false sense of security. Ooh, see, okay, so here's another power inlet. So once I get my drone number 2 aboard the station, he can start powering things from there. So we can actually, where was that? Remote 2? We could do remote 29, turn that on here. There we go. So what I did was I turned the power off up here, and I activated it in there. Oh, lame. I've lost my video. Cool. Oh, except... Bummer. So number 4 has now been trapped up here because I've turned off the power, and he can't get out of there because those doors are closed. So I need to turn the power off there, turn it back on there, then we can open door 69 and door 63, navigate 4 down to R28. Where are you going? What the hell did you do that for? Talk about taking the long way, jeez. Are you gonna do the same thing? '36 and 37. Oh. I haven't cleared room 37 yet, but check this out. I am going to now. Ship. Nothing new. Oh. Yes, interface, damn you. What do you mean the interface is not powered? What you talking about? Oh. Fine. There we go. Now we're gonna ship scan. Jerk. Ooh. Now see, sometimes you actually get lucky because the ship scan actually I revealed quite a bit with that scan. And if you can see down here in room R33, this little vent here, that's the grate that those fucking swarmy assholes come out of. But I know for a fact that there aren't any swarmy assholes on the ship because if I do my status here, it tells me that I have infestations types only 1. And I've seen what type it is, and it's not the swarmy asshole types. So we are at least guaranteed no swarmy assholes popping up out of vents and screwing things up for everybody. So now I turn on my defense. Oh, see there? So this gun here in room 37 just came on and killed 1 enemy. So now there's a dead enemy in there. So had I gone through there, I would have gotten killed if I had tried to go through room 37. is. There's the monster. Let's see. Hey everybody, thank you for watching Bladehelm's Duskering. This is Bladehelm, and I am Duskering. And I'm also, if I'm talking to somebody else, I'm talking to my nephew Jeff. Of course, Jeff is the only person watching besides me, so I'm talking to nobody right now, but it's just for fun, so play along. Don't be a jerk. Oh! Bonehead! Bonehead! What a dummy. God. I did that thing earlier that I told you that I gotta watch out. I just murdered my own drone. I just killed number one. Luckily, she's not killed, but she is disabled, so friggin' jeez. Oh yeah, that was a demonstration just for you. Now you know what not to do if you should decide to get this game and play it. But here this has now turned into a friggin' rescue mission. Great. Well, he can't get any more fucked up, so... Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ensure that there's a clear path for my beam-ins. So my guys are going to beam into room 21 here. So open the door there. If anything's in room 21, it'll get murdered by these guns. These guns that so efficiently murdered me. It's awesome. Stupid. At least it wasn't an airlock mishap, because an airlock mishap, you just blow it out the airlock and that's it. Bye. Bye, drone. I think that's good. So, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, we're all clear. Alright. Yeah, I haven't gone into room 33, but the door to room, whatever that room is, you can hit the apostrophe to get the icons out of there. So I haven't been into room 33, but the door to room 32 has been open this whole time, and there's guns in there, so the motion detector would have gone off had anything gone in there, and the guns would have killed it, so I think room 33 we can consider that safe. Although I have gone through here. Oops. So I'm going to transport, oops, I got lost in what I was doing. 2 and 3 to R21. I'm going to test my hypothesis and see if I'm correct. On there not being anything in 33. Mouse is my paramedic. He's going to tow him back to safety. Now that he has him in tow, so I can transport him back to the landing craft. There we go. Now I'm sort of taking the things I absolutely need from this guy to complete my mission. And now mouse will now become my primary drone. Oh man. That's a big blow though. I think it might be a sign. It's very dangerous to proceed now. Now I only have 3 drones. The only thing is I haven't found any fuel yet. I think I need it. Alright, so see that the defense in room 25 has killed 1 enemy, so that means that room 17 is now clear. Turn the defenses off so that I can send him in here. Yep. And E09. And we'll try to clear that room 18. What's also cool is you can chain commands together. So if you see down here, I'm typing D64. That's going to open the door here, and then I'm going to navigate 4 to R29, and then when he gets there, I'm going to tell him to turn on his interface. And now we got the interface turned on. See if there's anybody in R20. I feel like that's a pretty big room. If I have to abandon this place before I can clear it all out, maybe I can at least get something in there. But a lot of times it's just best in this game to cut your losses. If you keep trying to push when you've been wounded like I have, you just end up losing your whole drone team. And once your drones are gone, the game is over. I think I feel pretty safe about 18 there. Turn the defenses off. Yeah, as long as it's disabled, a drone can be repaired. Sometimes the enemy will just destroy it outright, and then all you can do in that instance is, scavenge the body for the upgrades you need. Let's see if there's anything useful in this room. There's my power generator there. And that's it. Great. Alright. D54, D60, D64. So we're going to navigate to R20. Get there, we're going to turn on our generator. Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. Because I don't know. Let's probe it up. Get the probulator going. I just thank you. I just recently got probe for the first time, and I'm not used to using it. Yeah, and so the probe is really useful because it does a thing where it scans. Oh, that's why, because I've been using ship scan. When you have the interface and you're using ship scan, you don't need the probe. The probe doesn't show you anything that the ship scan won't show you. However, the ship scan doesn't always show you in unpowered rooms, so yeah, I should still use the probe. Thank you for pointing it out. So the probe, as it goes into that room where my 2 and 3 drones are, it might reveal things that I didn't see before. Yeah, no. But still. Let's make that room safe. We're gonna drive him in those last remaining rooms that don't have grids. Ugh, what a pain in the butt it'd be to work our way back up there, but let's see what we can do. Oops. Also, yeah, the other benefit is if I reveal with the probe any additional turrets, I can use it to eliminate enemies that way without having to herd them around, because a lot of times the enemies are in rooms with turrets. The keyboard commands, you don't always have to type out the things 100%. If you hit Control and go up and down, it will recall the last commands that you used. So that's good. And then it does predictive texting, or predictive. So if you want to type navigate, you don't have to type navigate. If you just hit N, it predicts navigate. So if you hit spacebar, it'll just plop it in there. So I know that sometimes typing can seem like, oh crap, I gotta type everything, but it's not that hard actually. Oops. Oh, cool. Found some more scrap in there and some more weapons in there. As soon as I find them all, I'm going to turn them all on and see if I kill anything. Normally seeing that grate would be pucker time if I didn't already know that there aren't any of those fucking things on this ship. If it's not clear, I hate those damn things. Alright, defense. Wait. Hold on. Alright, everybody's safe. Okay, good. Alright. R7 killed somebody. That's it. Alright. Let's see if we can get anybody come in. I think we're safe in R9 and R4. Look how cute he is. Now if there's anything in R6, it'll pass through and then get killed. So we know there's nothing in R7 or R3. Can't remember if we checked R17, so we'll just open this door to be sure. And then we'll open D41. Try to clear that room down there, R10. Yes, you can get a Gatling gun, a stunner. You can get traps that blow up everything in the room, or mines. The traps you can remotely trigger, and the mines, they're just mines. And then there's a snare, I think. So yeah, but I actually haven't found any of those in this playthrough. I've only found defensives. But your drones are so weak compared to all of the enemies that you're going to encounter that it's best not to think of them as like defense or offensive weapons, because you're more likely to die while trying to kill the bad guys than you are going to be able to kill the bad guys. So, oh, there we go. So that's telling me that this room is now flooding with radiation. No reason. It's just all of a sudden flooding with radiation. Alright, we're going to turn the defenses off, because I think all the rooms that I need to go into down here are now clear. Do one more ship scan just to see if I reveal anything there. Yeah, no new items, no new items. So that means the only thing I need to do is I need to send 3 down into that R7 to pick up that scrap. If there's fuel to be found on this ship, it's going to be up here. Well, you know what I can do? That's what I'll do. I'm going to send my little probe. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to reroute the power from... Let me turn these off. So we're going to... From the power from room R20, we're going to route it through R4, R6, R8, R12. Will it let me do any more? There's only so many rooms these things can power. Ooh, this is a good one. This can power a lot of rooms. All right, everything up there is powered. Cool. So now we'll send our little probe through. And if we find anything in these rooms that we want to go in there for, we can grab them. If not, we're going to beam out of here. One more room. Let's see what we got. Nope, nothing. Alright, we're out of here. Drive him home. Stand by, hold on. Where's everybody at? D49, D59, D54, D60. Nav 3 to R25 and drop a sensor. Alrighty, D37. Alright, so I'm sending them all back to the... What? What do you mean a closed door? Where? I got my probe. Alright, so you're there, you're there. Go to... Oh, oops. R21. There we go. They're all gonna muster in the transporter room. Oh! Almost forgot that loot. There you go. Transport 4 and 2 back to the landing craft. Send 3 back to R21. Oh! Oh, phooey. Do you see that scrap up there? Screw it. I'm leaving it. I am leaving it. There we go. Everybody's back on my little scout vessel here. And we are done. Alright. There we go. 7 scrap out of that mission. Oh man, we really took a hit on that one though. Like, some of our main things are broken. Haley's been disabled. Gatherer. So in order to collect things, you need to have the Gatherer upgrade. My probe upgrade is deteriorating, so that's going to break. And it gives you the percentage. Every time you use it, based on this percentage, it has a chance of breaking. Alrighty, and so this is your main overview. I got my drone configurations here. I got the Ron sitting in storage, waiting to come out. Haley, my broken drone. These are my spare upgrades here. I can make modifications, so make repairs. Oh boy. Oh jeez. So I think I'm going to have to kill Ron. I'm going to take this drone called Ron. I'm going to convert him to some scrap. Then I'm going to repair Haley. I can queue a bunch of different things. They all happen at once. But this sucks because, okay, so these yellow ones have the potential to break. I can repair them, but I actually don't have enough scrap to repair them. So I just have to hope for the best. I don't have any spare versions of the same. Well, there you go. Alright. This is my ship configured. I can have all these different ship upgrades. There's slots for all these extra ones, but so far I've only found 5 different types of upgrades, including the one that seems pretty useless to me, which is the long-range scanner. These are the different space stations I can go to. The red ones are too far away. I can't get to them currently with how much fuel I have. The yellow ones are places I've already been to. And there's 2 different types of fuel. There's propulsion and there's jumps. So propulsion, in this view, you use propulsion fuel to get from one ship to the next. And then when you go one step further from one solar system to another, then you use jumps to do that. Every time you jump, you get 6 more propulsion fuel automatically. And then if you harvest any from any of your salvage operations, they go into your reserve tank. So I could do, right now I could do 2 more jumps. So from here, with my propulsion down here at the bottom, I could go to either one of these locations because there are only 2 jumps away. But this one's 4 propulsion fuel, not jumps, sorry, propulsion. These are 4, so they're too far away. jumps, I only have one left, which means after I've explored these two, if I can't find any more, all I can do is travel to one more system and hope for more jumps. But if not, then my game is over. Oh boy, that's a pretty good place to end the video, I think, don't you think? Do you have any other questions I can answer for you today? Did I lose you? You still there? Alrighty. And then, yeah, usually when you've explored one of the galaxies, then you have to go to a jump gate, which are in here. This is a jump gate here. You can go to a different galaxy altogether in the universe view, and you can start to trace out a constellation. But I've only ever been to one, so I don't have enough for a constellation yet. Oh, that must be drone slots, these numbers here. Yeah. Alright guys, that's it for me today. I'm going to go about my actual real life human business and duties, so I will catch you all later. Once again, this has been the Bladehelm. I have been Duskering for the benefit of anybody who watches this later, and for my nephew Jeff, who has been a great companion during my Duskering this day. So that's it. That's it for me, and we'll see you again next time. Thanks. Thanks for watching if you watched. And specifically to my nephew Jeff, thank you for watching.